Nothing. Oh, dear. One of the things that was quite funny, the first time Barry went out with us, he just made 68, his birthday last week. He got out of the car when he came home and he turned to his wife and said, "I've been out with the old fellas." To which he has now got the title of Young Barry. When we're out walking as a group, I would think it would be hard for anybody to identify who has dementia and who hasn't. That, I hope, sincerely is the case. The important thing about walking is that we end up in a cafe or we end up in a pub. That's one of our rules of our walking group. We also will try and bring conversations into the walk, point out things that might be of interest.
Nice houses?
Nice house, oh yeah, well. Yeah, but they've seemed a bit out of space. There's one up there which is that blue one, and then you're coming on to... They're all a bit different here and there, which I find is quite nice. But they're nice.
When the chaps go for their walk every 2 weeks on a Tuesday afternoon, it gives me a chance to do what I want and feel a bit free without worrying about Barry. It's nice to go out separately, be apart for a little while. And that's what I think it's good for him. A bit of fresh air and, I think they have a laugh. So it does him good.
Working with people with dementia gives one a tremendous amount of pleasure. You're dealing with people that have lived very active lives, very interesting lives. One of the problems that I find that people with dementia have got is they get bored. I think boredom is one of the things. Also, they tend to repeat what they have to say. They will say, "Where are we?" Or "When are we going to so-and-so?" And then 5 minutes later, they will repeat the same. Now, this puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the carer. So it's useful from all points of view that if these friends can come out, get out with a lot of other people, some of them with dementia, some of them hopefully not, and just have a good time together. It gives the carer a tremendous break and it gives us a lot of pleasure as well.
Very often groups really help people to make new connections, be with people who understand what they're going through as well, and that seems to make a big difference. People who won't look at you strangely if you forget something or you perhaps act in a certain way. They understand, and that seems to be a great help for many of the people that we've worked with. What makes me often smile is that you'll get a group of people and they will sit and talk, and you can obviously see that they're enjoying talking to each other, but they probably won't remember the conversation within 5 minutes, but they are having a wonderful time. And to be part of that is a privilege. To be part of that group is a privilege, to work with people and help them have a degree of independence.
Surprisingly, it's quite blowy, but if you can get out of the wind, then it's a nice day.
And a bit of a flame.
That's a bit of chocolate, is it? Is that chocolate?
It's just talking slowly and
Walking slowly.
yeah,
And having a beer occasionally or a cup of tea. Have a laugh all together.
yeah. I think that happens. Counteracts some of other things that.
Instead of being with me all the time.
Everyone's different, of course, and everyone has sort of slightly different needs and aspirations, and the point has been to really find out about the person themselves and what's really important for them in their life.
So, because I know you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, certainly.
If you like cricket.
I like cricket. It's very
You
good.
like Middlesex.
Yeah.
It was Barry who suggested that we go to cricket matches. We all discussed it and decided it would be a good idea. And last year I had the pleasure of taking Barry to Lords to see a cricket match between Middlesex and Surrey. Middlesex is Barry's team. Unfortunately they lost, but I knew Barry would get a lot of pleasure, and we had a whole day together with a nice picnic, and we had a wonderful day.
This chap hit this ball when he from right down here at the bottom. Someone had hit it right up on the air, and he turned right, ran to to get them there,
Catch.
and he caught it.
Who won? Do you remember?
Sussex one.
Did they?
Mm.
Oh.
Friendships often develop, and families have told us that when someone comes back from, say, going on a walk in a group, they've had a really good laugh, they've spent time with friends, and their mood is great when they return.
We come down as and when we can, you know. Yeah. It's so easy to get to from where we live, so ideal. And of course, you've got a view of the Isle of Wight where we used to live.
Yeah, lovely. This blessed isle, eh? All in all, I think we've had a good day, and we hope that we can get a few more.
I remember standing, looking across this beach, the bay, one autumn evening. There was a glowing red sunset. And this friend turned around to me and he said, "It's magic." And when he says that to me, then I think I've done something right.
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I remember it as a child, coming up here with my grandfather. Beautiful.